there.
Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Y'all doing okay today?
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for coming early. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
It's in your hands.
What you want to know? What y'all want to know?
Well, I think this is your first time.
Second.
Second time,
Yeah,
second time,
second
right?
time.
Yeah.
So-
If you want to tell us a little bit about the office and tell us a little bit about if you have any increases or if you have any decreases.
Okay.
So, yep.
Well, we did see increases, I imagine, just like everybody else has. Some of our bigger increases, we are looking to update our vehicle fleet. We have 2 trucks that are 24 years old, and the other 2 are, 14 and 15, 13, 14 years old?
Yes.
So we're looking to try to update our vehicles. We're needing transportation, especially for school, when we have to travel out of town for school, and as well as our going out in the community, and we have to go out and visit all the properties within the county. Another one you'll see is the software line item. We're looking to invest into a program. The client that came to us is Eagle View, but there is another client out there that we're going to bid out for as well. And it is a tool that we hope to use for our orthos. You heard Tim Lawrence speak on it for GIS. And it's a big increase, but it is also a good investment tool for looking at properties and how much they change from one year to the next, and helping with us our reevaluation process as well, where we can't just physically get to every property we'd like to.
And speaking of reevaluation, you mentioned when you first said to tell a little bit about the office. Of course, you all know what's going on. Newton County is just not the Newton County that I grew up in anymore. It by far changes. So we've got minimal staff doing some maximum work here. You know, a lot of the guys are out most of the day from the time they get there, just about all day. So we're revaluing property. You know, we've now accepted the homestead. We were given the homestead exemptions to take on, and we're handling that. You know, it's just a matter of just being super busy. So exemptions, conservation, just different things like that we're just tackling, and we're handling it.
Along with all that new construction you see coming.
Commissioners, give y'all a few moments to look over the budget a little bit and let me know if you have any questions for them. Commissioner Edwards.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Hey, thank y'all, by the way. So the vehicles, I missed, how many vehicles you're talking about now?
We've requested 2 trucks and an SUV. We have 5 in our fleet for our entire office, and of course, we're gonna dispose of 2 of them, the older F-150s, which are actually bi-fuel trucks.
And how many additional people are we talking about?
People? I haven't added any people.
No people? Okay.
I would love to. If you can send some, we got some position vacancies, you can send them my way, I would love to.
Yes, we listen, please.
Please.
And the SUV, Mr. Edwards, this past year, we've had to actually go to other departments. Marty and I traveled to school one time, of course, trying to save money without having to do this mileage thing. We're more than willing to drive a county vehicle, but the ones we had just couldn't have got us there and back. So we've actually went to different departments and still are doing so, borrowing vehicles just to travel to school, and we really don't want to do that.
And maybe if there was a fleet that, you know, vehicles like in a pool that people could, you know, use from various departments.
Yes, that would be
I don't
great.
have a problem with that either.
Because we're not going
I just
year-round.
don't know what department wants to
you
take
know.
on that
Yeah.
charge.
So, all right, so back on the, so you have a vacancy?
We have 2 vacancies currently.
And they were budgeted last year.
Yes, sir, they've been in there. One
How
is
long-
actually
how
my
long we've
old
been-
position.
How long have we been carrying those vacancies?
One of them's actually my old position. It's an appraiser 3, it was appraiser 4, and it's been dropped down to an appraiser 3, trying to find somebody with those qualifications. But with those qualifications and what this position pays, it's hard to get anybody.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the salary study that we're gonna do, and hopefully that we can entice more individuals to come back to Newton County. We're losing them to adjacent counties.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
And Commissioner Henderson.
Thank you, Ms. C. Going back to the salaries, what's the starting pay for the appraiser three that you dropped down?
It's right now, I think about $18 an hour, $18.69.
Yes, and I think, I believe you can start at McDonald's. I know my daughter, I think about $14 an hour, so, you know.
Amazon's paying 20, you know, and
Man.
this job requires a lot of schooling
I know.
through the Department of Revenue.
Yes.
And they're a very tedious and
Yes.
challenging test.
Is it, and I'm asking, I guess I'm going to the county manager, Mr. Sims. Is any way, or what you think about maybe taking, you got two positions, right?
Yes.
And maybe upgrading one position in order to maybe attract somebody, at least get one person?
Well, one of them is an appraiser three, which is a supervisory level position.
Mhm.
The other one is a start out residential appraiser one.
Right.
Okay, so, you know, we need both of those for boots
Okay, I
on the
got you,
ground,
I
really.
got you, I got you.
You know, I
So
would-
there, you don't have no kind of increase in your budget as for to maybe try to have the money to attract somebody at that particular level?
We have reached out to HR, you know, on
Okay.
numerous occasions, trying to get assistance in that, and
Yes.
don't get anywhere.
So what, I guess I'm going to finance. So what could she do if we could do anything?
One of the things that she did mention, and first of all, thank you all for being here. I had an opportunity to meet the ladies last week, and they shared with me about some of the innovative things that they're doing in the tax assessor's office, and I think our county will benefit from some of the things that they are proposing. One of the things as far as with the HR thing, we are at the beginning stage of doing a compensation study, and I do believe once we get that study completed, it's going to address the similar theme that we've heard throughout about our salaries being needed to be competitive throughout the county. So we are starting that. You also mentioned about the fleet. You know, just a mental note, I do think that there's an opportunity for us to probably have a fleet replacement schedule county-wide, so we can kind of look at all our vehicles and maybe do something like that.
We've done our best to maintain ours and take care of them
Right.
as well as we can, but
Yes, ma'am.
it's become the end of the road
So-
on them.
So I guess is, when we had a sturdy, and how can that help our tax assessor's office in order fleet? Or do we need to budget money in it for a new vehicle? Because I know for a personal fact that, you know, I always talk about the sheriff vehicle being old, you know, them burning 5 cars, we have sheriff car with a little bubble on top. Those vehicles that y'all have is older than those. So you can go to some old movies and see them cars. So how can we, I mean, if we can, and I'm asking, because, you know, I'm just a little lonely commissioner over here in District 4 trying to help our staff when they really are really inundated with a whole lot of work. And these are the young ladies that we depend on to kind of let us know how much money we coming in. And it's got to be did in a timely manner. And so what can we do?
Well, I do think they started off by requesting the vehicle replacement, the software that they need, as well as the compensation study that we are starting. I think those are things that will move us in the right direction. If you all approve their software, which they asked for, as well as the vehicles that they've asked for.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Y'all come over and see us whenever you want.
Right. You had a question?
Those who appealed their property taxes, the original amount is going to their mortgage company, not the appeal amount. I'm getting calls from, neighbors who say,
After they appeal and the decision is made to change the value, then that decision, we do like an ACO in our department, and then what's revised goes over to the tax commissioner's office. And then that's where the difference would be made from there. The tax commissioner's office will either offset that via the
gonna wait? Okay, okay, well, we'll wait on Kevin, okay. Yeah, yeah, I was gonna, take a quick break and wait on Kevin to get here, okay. Let me just give y'all, Anthony Carter's daughter was in the building, and that's why he's not here. He would be here, so he may be coming